Hello and welcome. Today we're diving into what might just be the single biggest and most expensive mistake a contractor can make, and it all boils down to a huge misunderstanding about insurance.
I want you to really let that sink in for a second. This is a direct quote from our source material, and believe me, it's a critical warning. Way too many builders are relying on just one policy when they actually need two, and it's leaving their entire project completely exposed. So you gotta ask yourself that question, right? Because assuming you're covered when you're not, well, that can be a catastrophic financial blow. Let's make sure that's not gonna happen to you. All right, let's break this down. We'll start with the policy pretty much everyone has, general liability. Now, I want you to think of this as your shield. Its entire job is to protect you from claims made by other people. Here's the core of it. General liability is a third-party liability shield. The key words there, the ones you really need to hear, are third party. This insurance only kicks in when your business operations cause bodily injury or property damage to someone else. Let's make this real. Imagine your subcontractor's up on a roof and, whoops, he accidentally drops a hammer. It smashes the neighbor's brand new picture window. That's a classic example of third-party property damage. Your general liability policy is designed to step right in and handle that. Or how about this one? The client stops by the job site to see how things are going, but they trip over an extension cord you left out and break their wrist. That's third-party bodily injury. And again, this is exactly what your general liability shield is there for. And the shield's protection doesn't just stop when the job is done. Picture this. It's 6 months after you've built a beautiful new deck, but a railing gives way and someone gets hurt. This is covered by a little something called completed operations, and it's a vital part of your general liability policy. So the crucial point here is that the shield is always facing outward. It's covering injuries and damage to other people and their property. And, this is huge, it also pays for the lawyers and all the legal costs you need to defend yourself in a lawsuit, whether you're actually at fault or not. Okay, so you have your shield, you feel protected, but that's only half the story. If general liability is the shield, then we need to talk about the project's guardian, builder's risk insurance. This is the question that really exposes the gap in coverage. Your shield protects you from lawsuits. Great. But what's protecting the actual building you're pouring all that time, money, and material into? Let's be crystal clear. Your general liability policy will not cover these things. A fire sweeps through the site overnight? Not covered. A truckload of expensive lumber gets stolen? Not covered. A freak windstorm rips the framing all apart? Guess what? You're on your own. This is the exact gap that can bankrupt a project. And this is where the guardian comes in. Builder's risk is a type of property insurance specifically designed to cover the structure and your materials from the second they arrive on site until the project is totally complete. It guards the project itself. Okay, now let's put them side by side. This is where it all clicks. Understanding the difference between the shield and the guardian is absolutely everything. This chart says it all, doesn't it? The shield on the left is outward-facing. It deals with lawsuits from other people. The guardian on the right is inward-facing. It protects your project from things like fire, theft, and wind. To put it really simply, one defends you, the other one rebuilds for you. They have two totally different jobs. So here's the big takeaway from this entire explainer. These two policies, they're not an either-or choice. They are essential partners, and you absolutely need both to be fully protected. If you don't remember anything else, please remember this. The shield, general liability, protects you, the contractor. The guardian, builder's risk, protects your project, the physical thing you're building. You need both, period. Think about it this way. Choosing between these two just isn't an option. Having only general liability on a new build is like a knight showing up to battle with a shield, but leaving his entire castle completely unguarded. It makes zero sense. And that's the question we're going to leave you with. Don't just assume your insurance has your back. Go look at your policies. Do you have a shield protecting you from lawsuits and a guardian protecting your actual build? Because if you don't, you just might be making the most expensive mistake of your career.